everyone, welcome back to my channel. Carol here at Oak House Journals. I've got my Junk Journal July journal in front of me here, and these were the last two prompts or last two pages you saw me create. This one was layers and this one was framed. So we're over the page now for the next prompt. And the next prompt is prompt number 8, and that is brown paper. But I'm actually going to be working on two prompts in this video today. I'm working on the brown paper one, which is prompt 8, as I've just said, and also prompt number 9, which is balance. The reason for that is because I thought that whatever I create on this page, I can mimic it or balance it on this page. So I've got here off to my left-hand side lots and lots of bits of packaging that I've saved, and as you can see it's all brown paper. So I'm going to be using some of that on here, which fortuitously happens to be this gorgeous handmade brown paper, which is shot through with touches of orange. And then on this side I thought I would work with a selection of creamy white papers. And as I say, whatever I create on this page, try and balance it out on this page. Now, whether that idea will work or not, I don't know, but I'm certainly going to give it a try. So I'm just going to go away now and have a go and see what I can come up with for these two pages. So here I am starting to work on the left-hand page. I've got two different tones of brown paper, and I'm just trying to arrange them on the page to get a nice shape. Brought in a little bit of cream for the other side of the page, just to give me an idea of how that's going to look, and gluing that in place. So that came together fairly quickly and I was happy with that. So here I am working on the opposite page, and I'm trying to mimic what I've done on the left hand page on the right hand page, but this time working with cream. So I've got some handmade paper there and some cream card. I'm going in here with some more handmade paper, and that had a rough texture to it and I liked that initially, but then went off it. Here I'm using more of that handmade paper to try and blend in the left hand page to the right hand page with softer shades of browns. The transition from one page to the other was looking too stark. I'm adding some little bits of washi tape on the top of that right hand page because there were two pink lines up there, and just trimming them off. You can see I've added some down at the bottom left hand side, bottom left corner on the left page, which I don't like, so I went in and did that again. And here I'm just going in with some Ranger opaque texture paste, and all the products used are in the description box below the video. So copying it on the right hand page as well, and then just a little top and bottom towards the middle. Adding some book text in here now. A little bit in that top left hand corner, and again trying to copy it bottom right hand corner as well. Now that top right hand corner was really giving me some grief. I did not like the look of it at all. I played with all sorts of papers in there and then ended up doing a cluster of various sorts of paper, and quite liked it in the end. So you can see I'm gluing it in place. Here I'm cutting out a transparent little frame. It's a sticker, and I put one in the bottom left hand corner over that washi. It's in the background, it's very subtle. So here I'm going in with a little bit of lace from my scrap lace pot, and I'm also using a button up there. So here I'm going in with some coffee, just to try and colour up the paste. Didn't really work too well, but I needed desperately to do it because this frame was stark white and so was the texture paste, and it really needed something doing to it. So here I'm just trying to define the raised parts or the embossed parts on the flowers and also on that frame with some treasure gold gilding wax. Got a piece of brown paper here and the word kindness, which I thought might be nice to go inside my frame. putting it right slap bang in the middle, and here I'm just going in with a couple of little washi stickers just to add a little hint of colour, and there's my sentiment going on. And a few more of those stickers elsewhere on the page just to add a little bit of interest, very subtle, you can hardly see them at all really. So here we go everybody, this is my finished page, and I have to say it has turned out nothing like I anticipated. It evolved into something completely different. The idea I originally had in mind was to do this page as my prompt for brown paper and then mimic it on this page but in creams and whites. So this one was going to be all a variation of brown papers and this was all going to be creams and whites, but it just wasn't working. So I found myself adding extra paper here to try and blend in to this side to create a transition. Then I ended up with a blank bit up here which I really didn't like, so I've done this sort of little mini cluster. I went in with some washi up here to hide the two pink lines that I had coming all the way down this page, which was a blank piece of ledger paper, and to balance it up I went with some down here. Then I added a bit in each corner up here. Yeah, it just kind of took on a life of its own. I absolutely loved the white texture paste here, but I decided to do a little bit of blending because it was looking very stark. So I decided to do a little bit of blending with some coffee, purely because this frame was white, and with these and the frame it was way too stark. It was just kind of hitting you in the face. So I went in with the coffee predominantly on here, but then felt that I had to balance up with the coffee on these, but also just to grungy up this side a little bit. But overall as a page, yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's not as delicate as I would like, but yeah, I can live with it. I had some brown paper with some gorgeous handwriting on, and I thought I would use the word kindness, but it wasn't quite big enough, so I ended up putting it quite low down. Then I added a few little washi sticker up here, and then felt I needed to add just hints of green elsewhere on my piece. So you probably saw me auditioning them round the page. So there's a little one up there, and then I just went with a few down here. So I hope you like seeing this one come together, and I hope you'll join me for the next prompt, which is prompt number 10, and it is stripped back. That'll be an interesting one to do because in my mind stripped back means minimalistic. So I'll see what I can come up with for that one. So as always everybody, I'll do some photographs at the end for you to have a look at if you're interested, and if not, I'll see you in the next video. So until then, happy crafting, take care, bye bye now.